Welcome back to another warm-up show with the hockey coach, your coach Frenchy directly from the raining Sunshine State because it's raining since Wednesday. I don't know what's going on, but we have a storm again. It continues to raining, and we have to go all the way to the north, Ontario, Toronto. Welcome back, the Bob Gainey, the only one, Enortap, and the house.
Happy Friday, Coach, and happy Friday, Hockey Nation. It's finally
happy Friday, happy
weekend,
fun day, happy everybody, and ready for the rock and roll. Another great weekend. We're going to talk about the two games we have on the program tonight for the prediction of fantasy hockey, everything like that. Of course, tonight is Friday, so the Friday is over under. So we have a new format about that one there. We have to give you some a link at some point to invite you if you want to join us about this. Try to copy this. Here we go. If you want to join us tonight live and to participate to the, the little bit fun between us and see who can be the best under and over. But before we start, we invite everybody in the house. Why not to say the first one in the house? Directly from Winnipeg, Mr. Dan Asham. He said, Canadian, the stream is buffering. Is it, buddy?
Yeah, it's freezing from time to time.
Let's see if it's better. Try to see something like that. See? But we are also directly from Saint Leonard, Mr. Franco Iacono. Welcome aboard. Come on down, directly from Mountain, New Brunswick, Mr. Johnny Golden.
Come on down, Joe.
Sometimes he said, welcome. Sometimes he says, salut. Sometimes he said, moi. Sometimes he said, moro. Welcome back, Jarmo Virtanen in the house from Finland.
Welcome, Yarmo.
We have also directly from somewhere, somehow, the only one, Mr. Michael Rubenstein, the teacher.
He's very active tonight in the chat.
We did not forget him. We usually show up number 1, but now today he show up number 4. But welcome back from Westmont, Montreal, Mr. Canadian Giant. Now I know, because I did not know until yesterday, but I knew, but I was not sure. Now I know. He's from Utah. Directly from Utah. Welcome back, Run with Kings 20 in the house today.
Home of the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, Utah. I don't know. Yeah, it looked like he had some resort yesterday. I don't know. Michael went to the resort yesterday, but we'll see about that. Talking about resort, why not talking about the man of the man, Mr. Roger Delaney, retired university prof. Another teacher in the house. We have many teachers. We have a swimmer. We have a lot of people all around. They are doing very well. Golden. Good for you, Michael. I got out of teaching and research, but I enjoy never-ending invitation conference, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, Anaheim is the teacher. Michael Robinson is the teacher. And Roger Delaney is the teacher. And I don't know the rest, what we do, but at the end of the day, it's Friday, so why not to welcome everybody? And that's pretty much what I did. If I forgot one of you, we apologize because I did not see your name show up after Roger Delaney. That's the reason why you're not mentioned yet. But it's Friday. So, talking about welcome back from Sherbrooke, de la belle province de Québec, directement dans le sud. Welcome back, Nicolas de Goubi Bono.
Welcome, Nicolas.
Demain, dimanche, j'ai un match et lundi, j'ai une pratique. Nicolas, très, très occupé en fin de semaine. Busy with hockey, Nicolas. J'espère que tu vas gagner en fin de semaine. Au moins que tu vas t'amuser, que tu vas avoir du plaisir à la fin de la journée, c'est tout à propos de la participation que tu dois faire le plus mériter, toi et ton équipe. J'espère que vous allez bien vous amuser. C'est ça qui compte, dirait M. Michael Robinstein. Demain, c'est à Queenscook. Dimanche, c'est à Windsor. Tout dans la région de Sherbrooke. Allô, Michael. Everything is looking great. Everybody's happy. And I don't know. I did everything in 8 minutes. That's a record.
I have no idea what you said in French, Coach, but it sounded good.
It's all great. I never do something bad. I just told him like how much the Montreal was so bad. But that's another story. We can talk a little bit later about that. But talking about Montreal so bad, we do at the beginning of the show, we talk about the 24 hours. What you pay your attention about that? Kelly just give us some score. You just get Colorado 5-2 and Colorado 4-2. She don't say welcome. You all guys amazing. She don't said you guys you rock and roll. You guys you nail it. You guys you. That's the reason I'm coming. No, she said not good morning, not good afternoon, not good evening. She said Colorado 5-2 and sorry Winnipeg 5-2.
Colorado.
So
Colorado
that's it. That's all. By the way, she finished with 6-5 yesterday for Miss Kelly. But we all welcome you back. Thanks for joining us, the number one fans of Toronto Maple Leaf.
Welcome, Kelly.
First thing first, exactly. Here we go, Enortap. Zip for me. It's time for me to listen. What pay your attention for the last 24 hours, anywhere, anyhow, and NHL?
For me, it was that game between Edmonton and Winnipeg last night. What a game that was. Two firehouse teams peppering each other with shots left and right. Physical game, great goaltending on both ends. It had to go to overtime. That settled nothing, but that overtime was just as exciting. I think Winnipeg had a over 3-minute penalty or power play, and Edmonton did finally kill it off, and then they went to a shootout, which was very exciting as well. I really look forward to more matches between these two teams. I'm sure that at some point they might be meeting up in the playoffs, and you know what, that might be taking as much as I've always liked the Alberta rivalry between Calgary and Edmonton. I think this has the potential to be a bigger rivalry moving forward.
I agree with you about that one over there.
What a goal by McDavid yesterday, eh?
It's another one, right? It's always the one where Canada's fans right there. And they came back right away after the goal of the Winnipeg. So, but I think overall, it's just the goal of McDavid maybe shy a little bit or put on the shadow the performance of the two goaltenders yesterday. Alibak and Skinner was amazing in front of the net. So, also come with that game. But it was up and down. It's fast, very fast, and it is almost like a game of the playoff yesterday. So it was worth it to watch the game, absolutely. To be honest with you about that.
Yeah, and even the other game, the dominance of Minnesota, again, that was great to see. Toronto continuing their winning ways is, what can you say about Campbell? He's stood on his head for the Leafs. He gives them a fighting chance every night. Especially when at one point their scorers weren't scoring. Now they finally are starting to click, which is good for them to see. And it looks like that Atlantic Division is slowly starting to shape up, and we're starting to see that maybe Boston's going to be the bubble team, and we'll see if they have enough. Considering the teams in the Metro to make a run for that final wild card spot that's available.
I agree with you about that one. Where you can see the split between all the bottom four and the top four. That's really what they are. I don't think so. Boston can hanging up with the top over there. It would be right in the middle, and he's going to honestly, Boston at that moment they're going to fight on the Metropolitan side, the bubble player number 4, number 5 over there. That would be a 3-5 or a 4-4. That's what they're going to have again. They have no chance to reach Toronto, Tampa, and Florida. And so it'll be interesting to see what's happening about that. Welcome back. We have the defenseman number 77 for the Montreal Canadiens in the chat tonight. He said, I'm home. I have nothing to do anyway. Why not to listen to Frenchy and Enortap? Maybe I'm going to learn something to be ready for tomorrow night. Brett Kulak in the house. And Kelly said Colorado and Winnipeg. Yes, exactly. Colorado for Winnipeg and Colorado for Kelly. So thank you, Kelly. It's already in already. And Franco said Bob Hartley said everything a coach sent is what about 15% how they play. The rest is about the react and the awareness. Mindset is also a key about that one over there. Absent defeat, and something else. I have the hung up Frankie about that one over there.
And Coach Franco's absolutely right. It is primarily mindset. Like, you can instill a system, and it could obviously help, and especially if you're adapting to different situations and different teams. But at the end of the day, if the team doesn't have that chemistry where they're playing for each other and have each other's backs, you're not going to go very far. And unfortunately, right now for Montreal, like, I know there's a lot of dissension right now with the way things are going with Montreal, but we really have to sit back and see it as an opportunity. I don't think that this is a total rebuild for Montreal. I still think that they have some key players that will definitely be part of the future, but they have to be careful now. Like, you want to build well, you want to draft well, pardon me, and make sure that you address your needs, which to me right now they need somebody at center from the draft, somebody that can really help. And you know what? In a couple years, I think that we'll be right back up where we belong.
Yeah, I agree with you about that one over there, and we'll be interesting what they could turn tonight. 9:00 p.m. We have a show. The Power Play show is back tonight for one night. I'm going to go back at 9:00 p.m. talking about a little bit about Montreal Canadiens, a little bit about the first quarter. We are almost at the first quarter, right? Many teams are 16, 17, 18 games. So we're going to go through this tonight. And before we may be watching a couple of minutes after that, 10:30, what's going on around the league after that. So it'll be interesting. 9:00, the Power Play show. Back in the house tonight with Coach Frenchy. So we're going to go there. We have also Mike Robinson try to go in and out. So we're going to have Michael Robinson join us for the under-over. About that, not only this game after, but I think another thing I want to mention is the game between Anaheim and also the Carolina Hurricane. Was another great game to watch. So it was funny to go from Montreal, honestly, 6-0. Stop at Toronto to watch the last 2 minutes at Toronto. Jack Campbell and the New York Rangers try to, tie the game. It was a great game to watch. Then you move on all the way to Edmonton to watch the game, the rest of the game. And then after that, you go to Anaheim and watching the Anaheim Ducks. It was pretty fun to watch that game also. 2-1. Great performance for Dick Anderson and John Gibson. And Zeb Jarvis, the rookie, scored a goal yesterday to the goal winner of the game. So a lot of great hockey last night. And then you can see the team doing well. The team struggle the most, and that's happening. So also, the point I would say to you is the Arizona Coyotes this week have a better week. They did very, they did not win a lot, but at least they performed better as a team. So it was great to see that. About that, why not welcome Mr. Richard Mullen. Richard back in the house.
Can't wait till they play Montreal.
Yeah, exactly. It would be a big mistake to push the panic button. The last thing we need to do is make a big worse about that. I agree. Enortap. I thought that was a good year. I would be built the playoff, but not sorry for the Stanley Cup. I'm going to rebuild properly. No more underdog for me tonight. I take Canucks, a Kraken. I said 9-5-1. Hopefully you're going to get there. I think yesterday you got for 8-3. Not too bad. 9-5-1. about that one there. So
I think those are the underdogs. And he
yeah,
took them.
yeah, exactly. Exactly about that one over there. So we're going to talk about this in the next couple of minutes about that. That's pretty much it happening. Very quiet day Friday. Look like Friday, everybody in hockey don't take a lot of action. A couple of news. Going to talk about this in the next couple of minutes. We do it Friday. We do the games called the under over. We start this last week. We're going to continue this. So we put a link in the chat if you want to join us. It's not for one person. Honestly, it's for many people. But not the 20 people. But we can add 2 more people if you want to join us. So 1 people compete, everything like that. And you're going to be the star of the night with Bob Gainey. We have already a star. So it will be interesting to see that. We have Mr. Andrew Kieran in the house.
Coach, again yesterday in that Carolina game.
Yep.
KK under 9 minutes of playing and 0 points yet again.
I agree with you about that one over there. 9 minute, everything on that. And we'll see what's happening. I'm very quiet about KK. I will talk about him at some point, but I'm still waiting in case he can have a 10 goal, 20 goal. But we'll see what's happening. Getter Rock said, welcome back, Mr. Tim T. I would be very excited on the trade deadline. I agree with you about this yesterday. Yesterday, all the bidding for it won. Yep, exactly. That's why we look great tonight, by the way. Carter Desmond, please tell me why the Abs are horrible. But maybe Mr. Enortap can tell them why it's horrible.
Please tell me why the Habs are so terrible. Well, we've discussed it on numerous occasions. Like there's a number of things that have gone south for them, unfortunately, this year. I think somebody brought it up in the chat that they kind of knowing that probably Weber was going to be retiring at the end of the year. They kind of left everything on the ice last year. Not that that's an excuse, obviously, but it does have a physical and mental toll on the team, on the players. Couple that with the fact that there's been problems or a bit of a black cloud with the management and the situation with Bergevin. A lot of the players that we acquired have not even come close to the potential that we thought they would, especially in the scoring department. If anything, it's gone opposite, and we've scored probably less than we were at the rate of last year. So it's just a comedy of different errors and problems this year, and you can't play with the number of injuries that they've had on a continual basis.
I see. You scare Michael Robinson. He left. He said this. He's back. Mark Zuck back in the house. Welcome, Mr. Michael Robinson, the teacher, the winner. Welcome aboard. He's behind the aspen trees.
Hello, guys.
He's behind the aspen trees right now. And
you knew I was going to come tonight. You knew I wasn't going to let Enortap alone. I'm the president of the Enortap fan club. I have to be here.
Exactly.
Be here, come on.
Exactly about that one there. So what we do, guys, we do the under and over, and we have Mr. Enortap question, and then I'm going to be the guy with just what if I feel like Michael is wrong, I'm going to go with him or against him. What depends we say. So all the question Enortap is going to be to Michael, and then I go cover him or not. Is it fair? Is that fair enough?
Oh, okay. All right. I had questions prepared for both of you, but that's okay. We'll go by those.
Well, we can go one by one. It's up to you, but it's
yeah.
Coach, I'm never wrong about anything, so I don't know why you said that. I'm never wrong about anything, so I don't know why you said that.
That's it. The idea is to. Oh, where did he go?
That's fine. He's going to come back.
Don't leave us again.
He's going to be back about that one over there.
The idea is to stump the coach. So I have to give 10 questions to you and 10 questions to Michael.
I can get
and
cut
see
off.
who comes out on top.
Here we go.
Does
Go
that
ahead.
sound fair? Okay. Okay, Coach, the first question's for you. Most goals scored in a single season is 100. Over or under?
The most goal by one player.
Goals. Yes.
Goal.
Over or under?
92 goal.
So you're taking
Wayne Gretzky. Under.
You're correct. Okay, 1-0. Michael. Phil Esposito became the first NHL player to record over 100 points in one season. The number of points registered that year by Phil was 124. Over or under? And we lost Michael.
It's just like, do it again.
Yeah, keep getting cut off. Who did you say had 100 points?
Okay,
Sorry,
so
ask the question again.
I'll repeat it. Phil Esposito became the first NHL player to record over 100 points in a season. The number of points that he registered that year was 124. Over or under?
Over.
Correct. 1-1. We've got a big battle.
Because I'm old,
Okay.
doesn't mean I don't know.
Okay, Coach, you ready?
Yep.
Scott Stevens has played in most regular season wins. Scott Stevens has played in the most regular season wins during his career. The number of total wins for Scott Stevens in the regular year has been 895. Over or under?
So you tell me Scott Stevens played 895 games?
Oh, he played 1,597.
And one of them, you have 895 W when he played?
In his career. Just regular season, though. No playoffs. Is it over 895 or is it under?
I have to go under, but I have no clue. Yeah,
You're
I'm
right.
lucky.
Oh, okay. This one, Michael, you're going to get an easy one here, I think.
And also, the next time we're going to let the people.
Join in. Yes,
and start a bit before that.
I keep getting cut out. Okay, Michael, go ahead.
You got an easy one here, I think. Most points scored in a single season, 200. Over or under?
Under.
It was Wayne Gretzky scored 215.
I think he was thinking about a team. But I could be wrong. It was 212, 216, 14?
15.
15? I would get that one. Go ahead,
Coach. We'll wait for him. Dale Hawerchuk was the youngest NHL player to record a minimum of 100 points once in one season. He did it at the age of 20. Is it over 20 or under 20? When he did it.
Sorry, I got cut off again. I'm getting in and out.
He was draft overall pick in 1981. I believe his first season was 98 points. So he make 100 points after 20 years old. So your question is about under 20 or over 20.
Did he do it over 20 years of age or under 20 years of age?
It could be a second year. It was be 19. And then he get 20, and you cannot be 20, right? He cannot be 20, right?
No.
So it would be year number 4. He reached 100 points. I go over, Michael said under 1998. I think he got 98 points the first year, but that the second year he got 100 points. So I go under 20.
The answer is under. He did it at 18 years of age and 11 months.
Wow.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing. Michael. Oh, and he left us.
I don't know what's going on with him. Under Canadien, il s'appelle. Who scored a 100,000 goal in NHL? I don't know.
The 100,000th goal.
Sorry, I keep getting cut out.
I don't know, but let's go.
Okay. Consecutive games played by one player in their career is 1,000. Over or under? Consecutive games played by one player in their career is at 1,000. Over or under?
Over.
Under. 987 or something like that.
Do you know who it was?
Me?
Yeah. Do you know who it was?
Right now, it's Keith Yandel.
Doug Jarvis, 964.
Yeah, but Keith Yandel passed him last year.
Yeah.
Okay. And Phil Kessel is number 3 right now.
Okay, so this one's for Michael. In 1988-89 season, there were 3 players who finished with 150 points or more. Over or under?
In 1980 what?
88-89.
At the time of Lemieux.
I think he went to Google it.
I'm going to say under. Under.
So it's the 3 that were under or overing here. What do you think?
Under.
Under?
Mm-hmm.
Over.
I'm doing well today.
It's over. It was Wayne Gretzky, Lemieux, Yzerman, and Bernie Nichols that year. Okay, Coach.
I didn't know Bernie Nichols. I thought I could have the other 2 maybe. Bernie Nichols, okay.
Right. Okay, so Coach, you have Ray Bourque had the most first-team All-Star selections during his career with a total of 12 selections. Over or under?
Selection for the All-Star game?
Yeah, first team.
Oh, first team.
Yeah. So Ray Bourque had the most first-team All-Star selections during his career with a total of 12. Over or under?
Oh, that's a lot. And he played with Langstrom. That's a lot. 12, 1921. You have to be at the top of the top. No. I have to go under, but I have no clue.
I think Michael got that one. It's
How
over.
many? 16?
Yeah. He had 13.
13?
A great run for him. Okay, what number are we on now? Coach, most points in the standings for a single season is at 125. I gave you an easy one.
For who?
Over or under? The most points by a team in the standings for a single season is 125. Over or under?
$132.
Yours, Coach. 132. You're correct.
That one I'm impressed on. Had no clue.
Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, and back in 76, 77. Michael, fastest goal to start a game is 6 seconds. Over or under?
Repeat again. We're buffering.
Yeah, the fastest goal to start a game is 6 seconds.
Yep.
Over or under?
Under. Definitely under.
Yep.
Under.
I think it's 4.
It's at 5 seconds.
5 or 5, yeah.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Coach. There are 10 players who are tied in the NHL record for most goals in one period. Over or under? 10 players.
Most goals in one period?
Yeah. There's actually 10 players that are tied for that. Is it above or below 10?
So the question, if I follow you is, you have 10 players score the most goal in one period.
Yeah, there's 10 players that are tied for the record. So it could be 2 goals in a period, 3 goals in a period, but is there more than 10 or is there less than 10?
For the most goal in one period?
In one period.
Are you talking about 10 goals in one period?
No, I'm talking about whatever that number is. That's irrelevant. But there's
how many players did it? How many players did it?
Well, that's what we're trying to get at. It's either over 10 or
under 10. And under 10, I believe over 10.
Over. There's
with
11.
5 goals?
No, it could be 2 goals in a period. It could be 3. But it's.
I thought it was like the most goal by one player for one period. So like 5 goals for one period, 4 goals. Every time that. I got it.
Okay, Michael. The number of times Gordie Howe scored a Gordie Howe hat trick, which consists of a goal, an assist, and a fight in his career, is at 5. Over or under? Oh, he's disappeared again.
He is there, but he's behind the camera.
Yeah, they
Did you hear that?
bumping me in and out. It's the North Koreans. Ask the question.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear the question or no?
No, please, again, quick.
Okay, so the Gordie Howe, the number of times Gordie Howe has scored a Gordie Howe hat trick, which consists of a goal, an assist, and a fight in his career. 5 times. Over or under?
Over.
Only
Jeez,
happened
I thought
twice,
it was 5.
believe it or not.
How many times was it? How many times was it?
2. It's only 2. 2.
Wow.
That he's actually ever done that. Yeah, that surprised me too.
I thought it would be 4.
I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Coach, Doug Gilmour has played for 6 different NHL teams in his career. Over or under?
Doug Gilmour?
Doug Gilmour, yeah.
That's pretty much it. He played Toronto. He played St. Louis. He played Montreal. He played Calgary. I missed one. I would be under. Over. Jesus.
It's over. He played for St. Louis, Calgary, Toronto, New Jersey,
New
Chicago,
Jersey.
Buffalo, and then Montreal.
As New Jersey.
Yeah. And I don't know what number we're on. Michael has disappeared.
Go ahead.
I'm back.
Okay. All right, Michael. The oldest player to score his first 50-goal season was Johnny Busick, who did so at the tender age of 33. Over or under?
No, he was older than that. He was older than that when he scored. I think he was 35 or something. Yeah, so he was older.
You nailed it, buddy. 35.
Yeah.
He's like good wine, gets better with age.
Here we go.
Okay.
That's it?
we got one final one.
Let's go for him.
Okay, so most goals scored against a single team in a regular season is 450. Over or under? Most goals scored against a single team in a regular season is at 450. Over or under?
It's about there. If I remember, it's 447 or 444 or something like that. So, Michael, what do you have?
I got under.
I will shut over. Under 440 what?
Under.
Yeah, I was just go against him, but it was what?
446.
446, right?
And it was by Washington Capitals.
By Washington Capitals, yeah. I was just trying to go, like, if he said under over, I would just go against him. I knew it was something like that, 440, something like that. So, Michael, good performance. Thank you so much, Michael.
You're welcome. I get off here because I'm fading. Thanks, guys. Always a pleasure to meet the legend and the other legend. Always a pleasure, guys.
Awesome, buddy.
I'm going back to listen.
Thank you, Michael.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate a lot, Michael. Here we go. That was a great under-over tonight. Mr. Omkar, oh my God, Omkar Baxter in the house, Michael. This is the guy. Long time ago we didn't hear. Hopefully he's doing well. And thanks for joining us. Glad to see this. Yamo said Kuivu about that one over there. Thanks for joining us tonight, Michael. We're going to jumping in our tap right away on the news around the league, and we'll do at the beginning of this. I'll do all the way there is a picture.
Uh-oh.
Who is this guy?
Yes, Rick Vive.
You said Rick Vive. Anybody in the chat? Agree or disagree?
Over or under?
Hello, Andy Kuivula.
Welcome, Andy.
Steve G in the house also. Yes, Rick Vive. Exactly, Rick Vive. It was easy today. Don't know, but nice, nice helmet, Yamo. That's a good one.
Well, that's what gave it away. That's what gave it away.
Here, the power ranking, not of us, but someone did it today. Carolina first, Tampa Bay number 2, Edmonton 3, Florida Panthers 4, Washington Capitals 5, 6, the Rangers, Toronto 7, Calgary 8, and the St. Louis Blues. Very strange to see that. I believe they missed Anaheim at that moment, but great to see a couple of teams over there. They're doing well. Honestly, Toronto and Calgary and the Rangers, they have a streak over there. So glad to see that. It was nothing else
major. I would have put the Rangers that high, though.
What?
I'm not sure I would have put the Rangers that high at 6.
I know, right? News of the day. We're going to go through this very quickly before we give the go. Edmonton, some problem with that. 3 weeks for Donald Nurse and Kuko is out. They called back oh my God. They called back 2 players. I don't remember one. I know who I see his face. I don't see his name. Anyhow, the Hag is out. And then Anderley and Ross Johnston for the Islanders are COVID-19 protocol. Labat is going to be airing from NHL. I don't know the status of this. If he's going to suspend it or not. Marc Bergevin is positive, not as with his job, but with the COVID-19. So he's going to be got all the precaution with the staff, doctor from Montreal Canadiens. The good news is, for what we heard about 3 o'clock today, he have no symptom, nothing major about him. So we wish the best. Team Canada 2022 GM talking. So what they are, they met each other every week now, to prepare to set up the roster, everything like that. That's pretty much what I have. I don't know if you have something else in our tap you want to add, or you know something I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that, and not just the Team Canada. I'm thinking about the Olympics, and it'll be dicey. I really don't know if it'll go off. I think the NHL wants to avoid it. I think the NHLPA wants to avoid it. And also, the only thing is the players want it. So obviously, that's the only consideration here. Did you know, Coach, that once they are in China, should they develop COVID while there, they have to go through a mandatory 3-week
Yep.
Isolation period. So imagine you lose a player the stature of any one of those players that are going to be going over, on what effect it could have on your team and your run for a playoff spot.
Yep. As was something is a rule from the Olympics. They was meant to start last year for the Olympics, Summer Olympics. So that's the rule to get. And remember, the NHL doesn't want to go. It's the NHLPA. The player want to push the player to go there. So that's the biggest problem over there about that. And talking about injury, Calvin DeHaan for the Chicago Blackhawks is now out for the game tonight. So it'll be interesting to see that. Andy, Coach, not that. Wow, 11-0. Well done. Thank you so much, Andy. It was Enortap. I just copy. I don't say I too. I copy him. Also, there are a strong talk to U.S. will back up the Olympic. That's another subject also about that one. Also, that's another information you get about that. You're absolutely right about this, Michael. I think I was in that night too. After verification, and I sent this to the confirmation, Mr. Yamo, you have took Pittsburgh 4-2, not Pittsburgh. You have Tampa Bay. No, you have one team you're missing. I think you're absolutely right. You're 10-1. The mistake you make is the New York Rangers. Is it possible?
Yes, I think you're right, Coach.
Yep. So he's 10-1.
And of course, Kelly would be angry with that.
Yep, 10-1 for him
told him
about that one over there. And I'm sorry again?
Kelly would have been upset with him for taking the Rangers.
And Dallas, Yamo, he was wrong also. But I have you took the Rangers, Yamo. At least I'm wrong. But you look like you took the Rangers 5-4-3 and OT. That's now 9-2. But sometimes I could make mistake. But I thought I was going this. This is a lineup for tonight between all the formation guys. I just want to mention to you this, so to give you an idea what's going on with Kraken. Wenberg with Eberle, Schwartz, Johansson, McCann, Jean Grock, Blackwell, Gord, and Danev, and Donado, Kiki, and Donskoy. And Giordano Susi and Fleury is out for them. For the Colorado guys, looking good. Rantanen plays center right now with O'Connor, Elestagog, and Kadri, Burakovsky, Nikishikin. Network, Obi Kubel, and Just playing over there. So they've been interesting to see their lineup with front location. Chef Nikau guy with the Jet have 6 points this year. Pretty amazing for me to see that. And you know what? If you look about all those lineup, and the reason I put this guy, when you look at the Vancouver, it's not a bad lineup. If you think about that, compared to other team, it's just they cannot find a way to win about that one over there. So I just want to sharing with you about that very quickly about this. So Enortap, it's your turn. First game. Comrie not confirmed, but should be. It's not confirmed for 1 hour last. Damco, Comper, and Drager are confirmed.
Yeah, I think Comrie will probably end up starting this after yesterday's back-to-back Winnipeg. Winnipeg has really come on strong lately. Not that it's a surprise, because we always anticipated that Winnipeg would be experiencing and having a great season. And in the aftermath of that 2-1 shootout last night against Edmonton, they're coming into this game against Vancouver. And for me, a couple things stood out. obviously, Winnipeg's a stronger team. I just hope that they don't treat this game because they're on a back-to-back. They don't treat this game also as some kind of trap game, and they just don't play up to potential. If Comrie starts, that's a bit of a disadvantage as well for Winnipeg. And that Vancouver's got to be desperate at this point. Like we've been waiting. It's like a time bomb ready to go off there in Vancouver. Uh, I don't know if they can avoid experiencing some kind of action, whether it's the firing of the coach, and much longer if they continue to lose, especially as you said, the talent that they have, at least on paper, and some of their stars are not scoring. So it'll be interesting. I stay with a bit of trepidation, but I'm gonna take Winnipeg to win this game 4-3.
Oops. Yeah, how tired they played last night.
Yeah.
Patrick Friend, welcome aboard. Game number 2, Colorado 7-5-1, Seattle 4-11-2. I believe Colorado won the last 3 games, and Seattle out of the wrong way. I think they lost a 4-5 last game.
Yeah, lately, the Kraken have been a bit inconsistent. They struggled putting the puck into the net. McCann came out and said he's frustrated. He thinks that they're capable of much better, and they have a number of things that they need to clean up in order to be more competitive. The Avalanche have won 3 in a row now, all without injured star Nathan McKinnon, by the way. Kadri and Rantanen have, in his absence, have really stepped up recently in the last 2 or 3 games, I would say. Makar has looked a lot better. I would even say Kumper net has been very, very sharp. He made 32 saves the other night. And Colorado was 3 for 5 on power play without McKinnon there. So all pointers seem to indicate that the Avalanche are starting to put things together, and things can only improve. I'm going to take Colorado to win this game 5-2.
5-3 for Colorado tonight. Like I said earlier, Dustin Tace really stabilized their defensive. Every time that you see a better control. Kel McCarr is getting to be hot over there too. It could be a tricky game for both teams, for Colorado, for them against Seattle. And then for Winnipeg, again, it's a back-to-back. The excitement, I know they lost yesterday, but the 3.4 again in Edmonton have to continue because Vancouver right now, they have to stop the hemorrhage over there. So it'll be interesting how they're going to react. But I will see interesting to see what's happening about that one over there. And like we do at the end of the show, we go all the way to the prediction of the fantasy hockey tonight. So let's move on there.
Not that we have a lot of players to pick from, but in that I'm going to take Colorado's Kumper.
Yep.
And on defense, I'm going to take Quinn Hughes, Vancouver, and Makar from Colorado. And forwards, I'm going to go with Rantanen, Colorado, Connor from Winnipeg, and Scheifele from Winnipeg.
Right. Me, I'll go with a goaltender for the Jets. So whatever he is in the Jets, I go with him tonight. I'll go with Samuel Girard. Last game, I had 3 points over there. I would say the next one, I was not sure, but maybe Maurici, a long shot. But I like Leicester guy, have 14, 50-point guys, 11 games so far. And then Miller has 18 points, I believe. And then a long shot. I go with Jared McCann. If you have like lower salary to go on your the front door, everything like that, I think the other players right there could be an impact tonight in my book if I have to get a team over there. I believe the game Jets and Vancouver could be under for me. tonight, and Colorado could be over on my book. So that'd be my 2 pick to go there tonight. We have 53, but we can ask you what is your expectation for the weekend? Or anything you want to add more about what's going on, everything like that before we go?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how some teams react this weekend. There's some big games. I think Minnesota has 2 very difficult games coming up. If I'm not mistaken, one is against Florida, and the other one's against Tampa Bay. So they have that to contend with. So you got 3 teams that are playing very, very well. It'll be interesting to see how this lands. Dallas is Dallas, and we'll leave it at that. We don't know if they've solved their problems yet, even though they have played a little bit better over the last couple games. And as we alluded to earlier, Vancouver is going to be a big question mark for me. I just feel that something's going to be happening very, very soon with them. I know I've said that over the past week, but I don't think that they can continue like this, because they were built to do well this year. And, they made some good acquisitions, I think, over the summer. They signed their 2 big guns. They should be doing better than what their record indicates. That's for sure.
Yeah, for me, I was looking for the game between Minnesota and Florida Panthers. But the big game tomorrow night for me, Michael Enortap, is for the Bruins versus the Flyers. The reason why, because they compete, both of them, on the bubble situation for that division. So I really believe it would be one to check about that. It would be interesting to see how they're going to react. So it'll be Saturday night. They play on that one over there. And then back-to-back for Minnesota, they play the Lightnings after that Sunday. And then Calgary play the Boston Bruins. It's a back-to-back. And then the Toronto play Islanders Sunday. Big game Sunday night for 3 of those, those people, those teams try to make the playoff, right? We talk, it's early in the season, but we still have to consider those teams battle every single time. I put my email, guys, in the chat, because we don't do the shows on the weekend. You can send me your score for the weekend, and we continue to do that. And then the Monday, we bring your score for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the way about that one over there. Richard said the injuries yet, but the inaction over the summer is showing now. They have Garfield on the top line with Skate Toffoli and practice today. You thought about this. Toffoli played with Zuski played with them last night. After a 2-3 shift, he dropped Gallagher and he shift Garfield with the team. I don't know if you pay attention to that, but that's happened yesterday. For me, I have no problem with that part over there. Zuski and Toffoli is off really badly about that one there. So it'll be interesting about this. And then, I don't know, but the New York Rangers guys have no right wing in the lineup. So we'll be interesting what they're going to do about that if they're looking for Tarasenko, because right now they have nobody. Sammy Blais is out. That's in the lineup. And at the top over there, they have to bring Kako on the right over there. And you have also Goodrow have to play on that side over there. So it's really very low on the right wing for the Rangers. That's another subject, but I saw that.
What's their cap situation, Coach?
Pretty even.
Rangers. Yeah. So I don't know. They'll have to move some players out in order to get Tarasenko some money for sure. Otherwise, they won't be able to fit that in there. Like they'd almost be better to look at Montreal and see if they can pick up a winger from there. That might be, maybe not. It's obviously not a number 1 spot, but would Toffoli fit well with the Rangers?
I'm sorry again?
With Toffoli.
Yeah. Because he's a right wing over there, right? So I don't know if Toffoli versus Kravtsov is good enough.
Yeah. You have to package that.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting about that one. Yes, we cover the WGC after Christmas all the time. And Johnny said for about Zuski, do you have any insight you want to mention to him?
You know what? It's Johnny. I think Coach mentioned it in the morning show today. If you look at the situation prior to him going down to Laval, he even though he only had 1 point, he led in the major analytics of the team. Like when you look at opportunities, expected goals, creating chances, he was one of the top two or three on the team the entire time. So it was just a matter of perhaps getting his confidence beefed up a little bit. So I have no problem as long as the team is not expecting him to just come back now and put in 20 goals. It might not happen, and that's okay as long as we see improvement in this game. Eventually, he'll start converting. I think that once he pots two or three of them very quickly, the floodgates might open for him.
Yep, I agree with you about that one. A little bit wrong about the New York Rangers. They still have 7 million open.
Oh, okay. Is that because they put Blay on
Yes.
injured reserve?
Yeah, but he is only $1 million, 1.5.
Yeah, it's not much. Yeah.
So I think they have a good place over there for them. Next season, the problem they get $9.5 million for Fox going to be applied, and then Zibanejad jump at 8.5. So that would be interesting about that. But I think I don't know if they want a bigger home run with a better forward, but they have I don't know, Grassov is more like 240 or Grassov is more like Armia or something like that.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It looked like their asking price for Kravtsov is considerable.
Yes, he's a right wing, Johnny, about that one over there. So we'll be interesting what their next move. I would not be surprised if the Rangers make a move about that for sure. So awesome. Enortap, anything you want to say before we leave?
That's it, Coach. I just want to wish you a great weekend, as well as all our friends here in the chat room on Hockey Nation. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thank you so much, my Enortap. Thank you, everybody, to join us tonight, Friday, for the warm-up show. We're going to look forward to see you next Monday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Enortap will be back, and of course, Coach, some of you be around. But we wish also an happy weekend. And before we leave, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness. Have an amazing, great weekend, everybody. Be well, be healthy. Have a good one. Enortap.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Yamo.
Surprise.